Each day, Nicole Russo wakes up, steps on the field, and gets a piece of herself back. At one time, the positive go-getter sizzled in the circle, throwing in the 60s. Then, in April of 2017, she was involved in a car accident that changed her life forever.
Was hit by the other car. I had no idea what was going on. My car was like up on the sidewalk. I was freaking out. I was like crying. I had to call my mom.
My wife took care of everything. She took her to the hospital. They got her checked out, and they said it was a minor concussion.
Not at fault, Nicole went through 6 months of grueling concussion protocol, a struggling stretch where she would take a step forward and 2 steps back.
It was really rough, especially because as I'm like such a good student, especially in school, I had a hard time like focusing, doing my work. And it was just like, I didn't feel like I was myself.
There were good days, you know, she seemed like she was okay, and then there were other days, you know, what happened to my kid? And I remember my son saying, you know, he goes, I just want my sister back.
Trying to find herself, Nicole returned playing competitive club softball 2 months later, but she wasn't ready to throw in the circle. Nicole labored with a popping sensation and pain in her shoulder she had not experienced prior to the accident.
And I could tell something wasn't right, and she's like, Dad, my arm doesn't feel like it used to. And the pain was there, and it was excruciating, and she wasn't throwing the same way she used to.
Having surgery in September, Nicole later discovered she had a torn labrum and missed valuable college recruiting time.
My dad told me, it was like, I'm in a sling, I have to be out for 4 months. The only thing I remember from the surgery day, but it was probably the worst news that I got all year.
But Nicole didn't give up, becoming Pinnacle's starting first baseman.
I knew there was 8 starters on the team. There was like 1 starting spot left, and I came home and I was like, that spot's gonna be mine.
Her return, a glorious one, being an integral part of Pinnacle's championship team. Living on top, her future secured, where she'll attend and pitch for highly regarded Tufts University.
It was probably the best news that I have got in the past year, especially with everything that happened. Being out the whole recruiting season of the fall.
Popping fastballs, Nicole's velocity has returned, and she's almost back to where she was. Most importantly, she's closer to the person she truly is.
She's getting there, and it's getting better every day, and it's really something pretty special.
I definitely feel like I've become a better person because it's made me stronger mentally and physically, so it's maybe a blessing in disguise almost.
Pequeno, AZ Family Sports.